Ah, the video games. So much advanced technology. Today on the show you're watching right now, we'll be taking a look at Atari's attempt at getting itself back into the video game race. Let me introduce to you the Atari 7800 Pro system. So slanted, so rainbow striped, so meh. At the time, Nintendo dominated the market, with Sega trailing behind. Atari 7800 was originally going to launch in 1984, but things weren't going so well for video games at the time. They kept it on the shelf until they saw that video games were making a comeback. They launched it in 1986, alongside with a smaller Atari 2600, which was referred to as the Atari Junior. I have one, but I can't find it right now. The 7800 was also backwards compatible with 2600 games. Early models had an expansion port on the side, but it was later removed. Let's take a look at one of their commercials.
Don Mallard, captain of the U.S. video game team.
When I'm not going for high scores in the arcades, I'm home playing games on my Atari 7800. As an expert, I like the 7800 because there are great arcade hits like Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong Jr. Plays all the 2600 games. As a consumer, I like the 7800 because most games cost under $20.
The Atari 7800, the choice of the experts.
Well, Donnie, you're playing a Nintendo arcade machine, and then you say you like the 7800 because you can play Mario Bros. And Donkey Kong Jr. You know who else has those games? Nintendo, you dingus. At least you can play your 2600 games. Let's take a look at the controller. What the hell is this thing? Even Sega was smart enough to copy what Nintendo was doing. Well, actually, the 7800 does have a gamepad, but it was sold in limited quantities in America, but it was very popular in Europe. Time to move on to the games. Since Donnie talks so highly about playing Nintendo games on the 7800 Pro system, let's take a look at Mario Bros. Well, they improved the graphics from their previous system, but used the same sound as the 2600. And yeah, it's Mario Bros. Oh, and perfect, my controller doesn't work. It just wants to be as cool as its big brother. And, have faulty controllers. The 7800 was usually packed with pole position too, and all I have to say is that it's no rad racer. Well, should you buy a 7800? Probably, but at least you can tell your friends you watched some not so advanced technology. Isn't that great?